Greetings, denizens of the internet. Combat initiative is the order in which D&D players take their turns in battle. This method of determining who goes next in battle is prone to abuse, and some people think it takes too long. In this Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition video, Brian is going to teach you a couple of initiative variations to either speed up or spice up your combat. My name is Brian Carey, and I am the Savvy Barbarian. And the Dungeon Master says, "Roll for initiative." Those magic words signal all the players that combat is about to start. Combat's one of the three pillars of Dungeons & Dragons. It's where we spend a lot of our time, and it's where we get most of our experience points. So combat is important. The order of who goes next is called initiative. This system is something that's hotly debated in D&D. Some people think that it takes too long, and they don't like the concept of rolling initiative. Others think that it's prone to abuse, which it is, frankly. I'm going to show you two tricks to change up your initiative to solve either one of those problems, but not both. The standard way initiative is used is all the players roll their 20-sided dice. They add their initiative modifier, which is basically just their dexterity modifier, and whoever has the highest number goes first. The Dungeon Master will roll his 20-sided dice for every group of identical monsters. The initiative order is just going down the list, who got the highest, all the way down to who got the lowest roll. If you think that takes too long, then you might want to try this modification. Remember, the Dungeon Master rolls one dice for each set of identical monsters, for all the NPCs the players are going to fight. You can do the same thing for the players. One player is elected to roll the 20-sided dice, and that's it. All the players take their turn as a side. Then all the monsters get their turn as a side. This dramatically reduces the amount of time it takes to roll initiative. Instead of everybody rolling their dice and calling out, "I got 25, I got 13, I got 6, I got 1. You just have one number, and the players can sort for themselves out who goes next. A lot of players like this. A lot of Dungeon Masters like this too. It does speed up gameplay. However, you do notice that there is an opportunity for abuse. Even in normal initiative, where each player rolls their own 20-sided dice, players figure out by the second round what they're going to do and strategize based on the initiative order. Let me give you a good example. After the first round, we figure out that the Barbarian goes first, the Cleric goes second, the group of Skeletons goes third, and batting cleanup, the Ranger goes last. That's fine. Now in round 2, players decide amongst themselves, well, even though the Barbarian took a huge amount of damage, we're going to send him in headlong against those Skeletons anyways, because we know the Cleric is going to cast a healing spell before the Skeletons get their chance to attack, so he'll live. That sounds like a dirty bit of cheating now, doesn't it? This brings us to our second D&D initiative variation. This variation is called Speed Factor. We're actually sacrificing some speed for some improvements in gameplay. We're adding a little bit more unpredictability to combat. And it makes the combat actually a lot more fun. So you might be saying, "Brian, if you want to mix up combat, that sounds easy. All we have to do is re-roll initiative after each round." But here's the catch. What you're going to do is, you have to have everyone announce what they're going to do on their turn before they roll initiative. Then everyone rolls their 20-sided dice, adds their modifier on, and play proceeds as normal. But now, nobody knows what the order is going to be. When are the Skeletons going to attack? It prevents people from gaming the initiative system, and it does make combat a lot more interesting. New players who've never played Dungeons & Dragons before won't actually know the difference, and they'll go along with this just fine. Players who don't cheat and use the initiative order to strategize with, they won't really care that much either. But the players who've been abusing the initiative order system, oh, they're going to hate this rule. But if you drag them through the knothole and have them roll initiative anyways on every turn, it'll force them to come up with new strategies to beat the monsters. It's pretty cool, actually, and it does spice up combat a lot more. That way combat doesn't get so predictable. Just a quick video today. Hope you enjoyed that. I hope it does spice up your combat some. If you haven't already completed your quest, now is the time. You need to click down here on the bell icon and the subscribe icon. Give this video... oh, that's creepy. Give this video a thumbs up. If you'd like to support my channel, I've got a link to a couple of books down here in the trumpery. They are heavily Dungeons & Dragons influenced, and hopefully you like them. If you buy both my books, you'll probably put a few dollars in my pocket, and it'd really help me go a long way in building this channel. I'd appreciate it. Let me know what you think about these initiative variations in the trumpery down below. Love to hear from you. In the meantime, this is Brian Carey reminding you to be a scholar and a barbarian.